Hi, and welcome here on YouTube and welcome on my working table. My name is Lisbeth and many of you knows me already, and those of you who don't know me, just shortly, I'm an abstract mixed media artist who likes to do all sorts of things. Jelly printing, slow stitching, collaging with both fabric and papers, and doing journals and altering books and these sorts of things. And if you only are interested in one of the subjects, I have divided my videos up in playlists, so look for the subjects that interest you and skip the others. But yeah, just shortly. And I'm Danish, so pardon for my very incomplete English sometimes. But when I woke up this morning, I thought it was a long time since I have made a fabric collage, and I thought that could be a nice thing to do today. So that is what I will do. And there is a playlist for all the 10 other fabric collages I have made already. So I will put a link below it's not the description box anymore. I think it's just under the film. There is a little a word that says more, and if you tap at that, all the things I'm writing in the description box will pop up and you can see it there. And there I would put a link for the playlist for the other videos, for the 10 other fabric collages. So I don't think there's any more I want to say right now. So why don't we jump into it and see what the day will bring. Here I have all kinds of different scraps, and many of them are black and white because I think today I wanted to do something black and white. And all the other times I have done these fabric collages, and let me see, yes, I am in frame. I have done it on some heavy felt like this, but I have done it on creamy or white felt. But since I'm working on black today, I thought, why not use a black one? I think it doesn't matter because what color you use, because you won't be able to see anything of it. The only thing is when you, if you frame it and you look from, and perhaps glue it on a cradle board or canvas and put it on the wall, you can see this side, and that is black and not white or creamy white. And yeah, that is perhaps the only difference. And of all the pieces I have taken from my big scrap box and from my friend who has given me some of her scraps, she is a art quilter and make all her not the fabrics, but she print all her fabrics herself. And for this little piece here, for her it's a scrap, and for me it's a gold mine. And I know I want this piece in my collage today. So yeah, I think I can manage to have it here, or perhaps I want to do it the other way. There. And I won't cut anything off before I'm pretty sure what I want to do or not want to do. And now what is that hanging there? It is just start playing. And then I have this piece, and yeah, I don't know if I like the colors together like this. I don't think I do. So away with that. Then I have this scrap here. That is certainly black and white. And I have this here, but perhaps it is too screamy black and white compared to this grayish black. So let me see what else I can come up with here. Yeah, I have this here. Perhaps if I can find some different ones with, that is a big circle and that is some way smaller circle. And I know I have this one, but again, that is screaming white. If I should use it here, perhaps I should dip it in my tea, but I don't have any tea here. But that will do that the white isn't so hush or in your face white. Oh yeah, I have this one here. That is perhaps better because that is not so screaming white. And I have this one here. But I think that is too white also. This is not white, but yeah, I can see there are small gold dots there. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I like the fabric, but I don't think it fits there. Oh yeah, and then I have this one, but I only have a small piece of it. It could work somehow if it had been bigger. And then I have this one. This thing I think will work. I like this combination, but I don't know if I like it in this order. Let me see. Yeah, I think I want the black in the bottom of the piece, but perhaps I want this up here instead. And then this piece here and this piece here at the bottom, like this. Yeah, I would really like this. And I will see if I can make the width of these three pieces different, because that is most exciting instead of they all are the exact same measurements in heights. Yeah. So if I, for instance, say in 1, 2, 3 there, and then I can cut this, a strip of this off, so it only would be that small, and let it be like it is. So then they are different now. I think that is a good solution. So let me see here if I cut it there, about there. And fingers in your ears. I like that sound. So, and I like the frayed edges in the fabric here. Put it like this. Perhaps I can free this a little more. I think I can cut it off there now. I know that is where I want it. And the same with this one here. And I will save all these small bits and bobs, because I'm thinking of making 4 small squares in 10 by 10 centimeters, and then I can use all these black and whites there perhaps. And some of them I think I will dip them in tea before I start. Oh, my needle has been tangled up here. Let me save it here beside me. And then there's the last piece here, like this, and I can see there is a selvedge there. I will cut that off and put that there and cut it there. And away with that little bit there. I really hope I can stretch this so I can cut. So I have a whole circle there for something else, but perhaps that isn't possible. I will wait to cut it until I have basted it down. But like this, I think it is quite fine. So I will just take my glue stick, and it is not because I want to glue things permanent down. It is just to secure my pieces before I start basting them down. And here I am a little over the top, so that is fine. So just a dab there. And if I see if I can drag a little in this, so like this. Yeah, I hope so. I think I am over now. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I will cut it from the back side and hope I have a whole circle left. Yeah, nearly. So yeah, for another thing. I don't know why I think like this. I haven't. When someone is saving their materials, or yeah, I don't know what it's called, but the money isn't sitting very loose on someone, and they are saving everything. I have an expression like, it's not war, and it was, but somebody who has been in a war, so perhaps has this thing in themselves that they use everything and they save everything, and yeah. But unfortunately, I have been living in Denmark, and we haven't had war here since the Second World War. But I know there are so many other places in the world where it is awful in these times. So I really feel lucky to be living in Denmark. But yeah. And this one. And this one. I really don't want the lines to be crooked. I want them to be really straight here. And where is my last piece? It is here. Like this. I think it is as good as I can do it. Yeah. So I will let it dry just for a minute or so, because it isn't nice to stitch in glue. So I will find my thread and my needle and be back. So I think I can stitch into it now. So I have just taken some ordinary cotton machine sewing thread, and I will start basting it down. And that is an easy thing to do. And I can see I will have to drag a little in this here. So I will just come up from behind and go 2 or 3 threads backwards and go down again. And yeah, come up about 1 centimeter ahead. Now I have been tangled here into my pin cushion. So I will put it a little further away. Come up. And again, go down a couple of threads behind, backwards, like this. And now I also had a knot on my thread. Holy Moses, it is going very well, I shall say. Come up and go a little, about 2 or 3 threads backwards, and now it is like the smallest back stitches and a long stitch at the back side. Come up and go down again there, and I don't pull very hard in my thread, because the more I pull, the more it would sink into the felt, and then it would be like an indentation, and I don't want that either. But of course it has to sit there nice, and not like a little like there's too much thread. That isn't nice either. So and I just go as close as I think I can to the edge of the felt. I don't know if you can see them. They are really small. So I will do that all the way around here and be back. So I have been all the way around, and I can see I have been a little stingy here, because I can see a little of the black felt, but yeah, that is what it is. But I will just put my needle through the felt, and then my thread is secured. Nothing fancy about that. So the base layer is down, and now these pieces aren't running anywhere, so I can work a little further. And what else do I want to do? I have to do either base these down or perhaps some stitches, and I don't know that yet. And yeah, what can I come up with? I have such a small piece lying there, and I have this small piece lying here, but I think, of course, I can cut them smaller, but I don't wonder if I know if I want to put such a bright color in here. But I also have such a small strip of some rust dyed fabric, and perhaps I could break it up by going all the way from top to bottom and cut this circle up. Yeah, then I would fray these edges a little more. I think the color wise I like it. I also have this here, and again I perhaps could, I think there's, perhaps she has put glue in the back side, so I don't know if I can tear a strip of it, but I can try. Let's see if that works. Yeah, you can. That was not. That would also work, but I think I like this one better. With a little color, more color on, like this. Yeah. Oh, there are so many options. So this right there, and then perhaps I can. I don't think I can get it to frame all, but I think I will cut these off so I'm sure I can put it on straight. Just in this side for now. And again, I will take my trusty glue stick. Just give it a dab here on the back. And see if I can place it straight. See if it looks, yeah, I think that looks quite fine. So I will let it dry before I stitch into that. Yeah. And what else I have? Yeah, you all know my box with all kinds of straight things, but I also have all these sealing rings here. In Danish they are called O-rings because they are like an O, but they are sealing rings. And yeah, perhaps I could do something like this. I think I like that. Yeah, and then I could sew something, you know, embroider something in there. I think I like that. I think that it is best with the black in the bottom, or at one of the sides. That could also work. Yeah. I will find some thread and base that down and sew these on as the first thing. So I have based this strip down, and you can see it here on the back, and there's not much to see here on the front, and that is what I like. So I can show you how I sew one of these rings on, and it is to find the place where you can have your hand and place it where you want, and then I just come up outside the ring and go down inside the ring. That is the first stitch, and then I do it. You can say that was 12 o'clock, and now I do the same here down at 6 o'clock, up and down, and then I do it at 3 o'clock, and at 9 o'clock. Like this and like this. And now it is sitting there, but I have also done 4 more stitches in between, so you can see, hopefully you can see them there. So I will also do this on that one and be back. I have decided to make a row of straight stitches along that line there to break the black a little up, and I think it looks fine. And I have just used this, my normal mercerized cotton, so that is the easiest stitch you can do. They look like a railway track, so you go down and then you come up a little here to this side and just down. And I don't know why, I don't mind they are quite wonky. Oops. Like this, That couldn't be easier. You can make them, of course, as short as and as long as you like, and you can do them so they are more visible in the black area and smaller there, or opposite, or they have the same length in both the pieces of fabric. Yeah, you can do so many things. Yeah, but I would do it all the way down and be back. So, done with this here, and it is with full purpose. I haven't continued over there, so it won't be so matchy. I have some doubts about what to do more next, because I know I want to do something up here in this circle. And then first I thought about filling the whole circle with blanket stitches, like it is a wheel made in blanket stitches. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called a pinwheel? I can't remember. But I think it's too much. Then I thought about making chain stitches with a long tail, so the chain stitches will be out there and the stalk will be going in there. But again, I think it will be too much. I could, of course, do it only on half of the circles of the circle, but should it be this half or should it be this half, I really don't know. So I think I end up with, instead of any of these things, I would do seed stitches, small seed stitches in this circle here, and perhaps in this little one down there. And I have these two colors, and I will go for this one because I think this would look nice with this here. So again, seed stitches, I like to sew them, but I know many who doesn't like to sew them because it is totally random, and that can be hard for someone who is... No, I think I have taken the wrong color. I think I wanted the light one. Yeah, I can perhaps do both. I will start with this one, and perhaps it doesn't do a big difference. We will see. But you come up... yes, yeah, where you like. Because, of course, you have to be keeping yourself inside the circle, but... and then you go down and make a straight stitch. And then you can come up, for instance, here. And go down there. That's the only thing about sewing in felt, because many of you probably would end up here when you're sewing them, and you would go down and then you would come up again, and that's nearly impossible to do here in this heavy felt. But if you do it in other fabrics, you can do it like that. But else it is just working through the area here and spreading them totally random in all directions. And for some it is difficult because all their stitches end up going the same direction and the same way. But again, as it is with many things here in life, practice, practice, practice. It's the only thing to get better. I think I will just sew this straight up and take the other color for the next time. So you can see them there, and they look nice, and they are there, but they are not so in your face as if I had done the other thing. I suggested. But I will continue and fill all this circle out and be back. So, done with all this sewing. That took a little time to do all these stitches there. And I think it looks nice with two different colors, because they are also variegated there, and it looks very nice there. So I'm pleased with that. And then I just made this little one down there. So now I will cut the edges clean. That's the last thing I do. And let me see here. Oops, there's a little more here. You can always take your ruler. What is it? Yeah, if you're doing patchwork, and then cut it off with that. So let me remove this here, like this. And now it is upside down. Perhaps it could work that way. No, I don't think so. I like it more this way, I think. But you can also turn it this way. No, I don't like that with the black in the top. But could it go this way? Perhaps. Could it go this way? Perhaps. But this time I like it the way I have done it. The way I would mount such a piece is on a cradle board or a stretch canvas. And here I have a stretch canvas that is 20 by 20 centimeters. And I would place it upon it. And I would put some heavy medium of some kind, of some fabric glue, and glue it down, put it this way, and then put some heavy books and let it dry, and that would be that. And then I think I would paint the edges black here, because the felt is black, but that's an option if you like that. You can also, if you have a cradle board, do exactly the same. But you can also take, for instance, yeah, I have a, I will see if I can come a little up. Yeah. Or perhaps it is better if I do it like this here instead. Yeah, that's better. That is 30 by 30 stretch canvas. And if you like a white border around it, you can just place it like this and glue it down like this. And then it will be a little bigger piece for the wall. You can paint this in any color you like if you don't like the white one. So these are the options I would do for framing those kinds of textile pieces. I won't put glass or anything on them. I don't think glass and textile suit each other very well. And about cleaning, I will just close my eyes and put my mouth close to there and give them some blows, and then it is fine. So yeah, I hope you have been inspired, and I hope you like what you have seen, and I hope you will give it a try yourself. You will probably have scraps like I have, and you really don't need much to do these things. And it's also about seeing possibility in things that are meant for something completely different, like these ceiling rings there and all the other crazy things I have put on my collages. But the more you do, the more you look, the more options you see, and the more things you see, you think, yeah, I can use it for this and I can use it for that. So this was number 11 here in the series, and I have put them all for sale. There are 2 of them that are sold, but You can find them on my Instagram profile or on my Facebook page and on the other videos, but I think it is easy to look on Instagram because the two that are sold, I have put sold in front of on the text. So if you're interested, contact me. So yeah, that was just a little extra. But if you have been inspired and you like what you have seen, please give my video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. So take care and be creative until next time. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.